Hi everyone. So this yoga video we are going to be focusing on some balance and some strength work. So we're not going to be building up on a flow like we usually do. We're just going to be focusing on holding the poses a little bit longer and then having a bit of a play, especially with the balance section. So we're going to start this one lying on our back. So come and find your space and get nice and comfortable. So I just want you to extend the legs out. Okay, and then your arms, you're just going to keep them resting by the side of your body. Just roll the shoulders down and just find a little bit of space there between the shoulders and the chin. So you don't want to let those shoulders rise up towards the ears. And I just want you to close your eyes and just have a moment to just reflect just on how you're feeling today. Just notice if there's any tension in the body. See if you can just try to release that. So if you need to take a little wriggle, you can. That's including the muscles in the face. So just try to soften through the brow and the cheeks. Relax through the fingertips, through the toes. And then just start to focus in on your breathing. So just notice your breath flowing in and out through the nose. And just start to now lengthen the breath. So if it helps, count in your mind to about 3 or 4 and try and get your breath in to match the same length as the breath out. So we start to find a little bit more control and everything just starts to slow down. Now just stay with that pace, and then you're going to bring your knees in towards the chest. So just bring the knees in and place the hands on top of the kneecaps there. So you've got this natural bend in the elbows, you're drawing the knees in towards you, one hand on each knee. And then you're going to now breathe in and extend those arms so the knees come away from the body. And then when you exhale, draw the knees back in. So breathe in, just take knees to chest. Exhale, just find that release through the lower back. And just start to get that movement to just match with the same pace of your breath. So the longer you take to breathe, you have more time then to move, more time to transition. And just repeat this once more. And then you're going to let go of the left leg, keep hold of your right. And then from there, just start to maybe circle the knee around or take it side to side. Just find some freedom and some movement in that hip. see how it feels if you pull the knee in tighter. Maybe does it feel different if you go one way rather than the other? And then from there, you're going to extend the leg up and just hold behind the back of the thigh. But you don't need to fully extend the leg. Of course, this is going to probably be a bit tight on the hamstring to begin with. So just gently pull it in and soften through the leg. So that knee can be bent. Try and relax the shoulders back down. And then from there, you're going to stay and hold that leg with the same hand. So you're going to relax the other arm out. And you're going to continue now to pull that leg in, but you're going to take the knee out, as if you're taking a half a happy baby pose. So think about that position with the legs you'd usually have. So you're flexing through the foot. You're pulling that leg in. If you want to, you can take hold of the ankle or the foot. Just see how it feels. And then just open up through the hips. And if it helps, you can place that other hand on top of that other hip so that you stay nice and grounded in the pelvis. Good. And then from there, just let it go. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. So just start by circling, moving that left knee around. Just find a bit of movement in the hip. And then from there, you're going to gently now just extend the leg up, hold behind the back of the thigh. I think my cat's found a fly. Hold it there. If you've got pets at home, you'll know exactly what this feels like. Or children, they're probably more destructive. So just try to relax the shoulders back. Yeah. And then you're going to take that half happy baby pose, just pulling the knee out, grounding the hips down. Just try and relax those shoulders back. Okay, and then just let the leg go. From here, just take a full body stretch. So your arms are going to reach overhead. Find as much length there through the arms and the legs. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, I just want you to now bring yourself up to all fours, okay? So you can roll onto your side or just swing yourself up. And then just bring the wrists underneath the shoulders then, setting up for cat and cow. So you're relaxing through the feet. Spine is nice and neutral. Now on your first breath, we open the body. So we're lifting the chest, lifting the tailbone up. And then on the out breath, we're slowly then reversing that feeling, pushing the back of the shoulders up towards the ceiling and letting the chin just tuck to the chest. So breathe in to open the body. Exhale to then close. So just close your eyes and just start to find your natural rhythm, natural pace with this. If you want to, you can start to break this mold. You can start to roll through the body a little bit more. Maybe wag your tail. So just do what feels right. You all know your bodies more than anyone else. So just let it move in a way that feels good for you today. Might just be staying up and down. So you can just take cat and cow. Yeah, you might find the weight starts to transfer a little bit. Maybe you bend more into the elbows and have a little wriggle through the shoulders. Okay, and then we're going to walk our hands forward. You're going to tuck the toes to lift the knees and hips. So you're going to push up to your first downward dog. And in downward dog, you can walk the legs, tread those heels down. Maybe take a little twist here in the torso. We've looked a little bit at shoulders lately in some of the other videos, so you can push the shoulders forward, round through the back, and then you can push back and open the chest. So you're finding those two extremes there. You can have as much knee bend as you want. Sometimes I quite like taking a really deep knee bend and then trying to push the heels down from there. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to walk forward, coming to the top of your mat. Feet stay underneath the hips. We bend the knees, continue to just soften in that fold. So think about lifting up from the belly and then relaxing the shoulders, relaxing through the neck so the head just goes. Okay, and then just slowly roll up through the spine. Take your time till your head is the last thing to lift. Shoulders come back. Just catch your breath. Okay, so we're going to take a little flow, slightly different. We're not taking a sun salutation just yet. So your feet are going to stay hip width, maybe even just slightly wider. So you want to have some space here to move. Your arms are just relaxed. You're going to breathe in. You're going to take your arms up above your head, okay? So you're going to link the fingers together and then you're going to push the palms up towards the sky. So you lengthen and stretch out the full body. Okay, breathe in, pull those hands back to open up through the chest, and then you bend the knees, dive the chest down, and we take a forward fold. So let the arms go, let the head go. Okay, again, hold here for a breath or two. And then from your fold, flat back, we bring the hands to the shins, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So we lengthen arms, legs, hold it there, find the length in the body, and then from your flat back, we're going to take a squat. So you're going to turn the toes out, heels stay in, rest the forearms onto the legs, take the feet wider if you need to, and then just start to lower the hips. Okay, so you might stay up here, you might bring the hands down and support yourself a little bit as you lower the hips down. So you can kind of take a half hindi, maybe full if you feel warm enough. And then from that squat, you then take the hips back up, turn the toes forward again. Okay, there goes my mat. And then roll up through the spine, lifting the arms up high to repeat again. Link the fingers, push the palms up, find the length, maybe even a little back bend. And then breathe in again. Use the out breath to bend the knees and fold. And you can have movement in this little flow. You don't just need to hold the poses for a long time. You can move through it. Flat back from there. So lengthen. Obviously here you're probably not going to move as much, but you can still explore and feel how long you can make the body. Then squat. Again, with your squat, you can maybe turn, dig the shoulders in. This is a really nice way just to get everything in the body just a bit warmer. Stretching hamstrings and getting into those hips too. Good. Toes come forward, fold from there, and then roll up. I'm going to do this 2 more times. So link, explore, maybe a little back bend. It's up to you how long you hold in each pose. You might want to stay in the fold a bit longer. See how the hips feel maybe in your Hindi squat. You might just use the ground as a bit of support. You might even release the heels a bit. If it's feeling too tight in the hips, you can bring the heels up. You don't have to keep them down. Nice and free with this one. Okay, so we're doing 4 in total, about 4 rounds. Okay, this time when you come to stand, just hold it there for a moment, just let the arms go. Catch your breath. Just notice how the hips feel. You might just want to circle them round a little bit. That might feel quite nice. Okay. And then from here, we're going to take just a couple of rounds of sun salutations just to get the body moving into a flow. So you can have the feet apart all together. Breathe in, take the arms up. Exhale, let them go. From here, step back to plank. So breathe in, exhale to lower the body down, knees or toes. We lift into our back bends. Push back to down dog. And then you can make your way forward however you like. To then go back to stand and release. After those couple of rounds, just stay standing. Just notice the weight in the feet, just feel the energy in the body. How does it feel in the hips? Okay, so from here we're going to focus on some balance. So our first pose is eagle. So we're going to take our right leg over first. So cross the legs, squeeze the thighs together and bend low. So think about maybe going from intense, weight is in the heels, leg comes over, and the foot can either stay tapped down or off. Okay, so from there, we're going to take our proper eagle arms. So you're going to cross the right arm underneath, and then you're going to try and hook the elbow on top. And the hands, I want you to just try and face the palms in. Don't worry though, if it's a bit tight and the hands are in different places, that's fine. Okay, but if you've got that hook, try and face the palms inwards towards the face. And we're going to stay low in the legs. You're going to breathe in and you're going to lift the hands up. And as you lift the hands, I want you to try and take your eye gaze up towards your hands so you can feel this stretch down the back of the shoulders. From there, you're then going to slowly unhook. You're going to unhook the leg as well, and you're going to sweep back to warrior 3. Now your arms, they can either sweep back or they can come wide. It's up to you today. And I want you to have a little play, okay, with leg height. So you can either keep the toes down or lift. Bend into that supporting leg. And then to come out of this, you're going to bring the hands down, find a forward fold, and then roll up. Okay. So just those two poses. So we're just going to try and now flow those two together on the other side. So when you're ready, left leg, cross it over. Left arm comes under, hook. Stay low in the legs first. And then take the hands up. You're ready to unbind, release, sweep the leg back, play around with the arm placement. You might find it's easy to balance with them wide, maybe out, and square the hips to the floor. Okay. You're ready to release and come out, land. Okay. And then you're just going to have some time here now to do that again on both sides. So I want you to flow. Sorry, it's been in my voice go then. I don't want to cough. And then to right and left. I'm so paranoid about coughing now. Even in my own home. So right leg, take it over. Once more on each side. Maybe test and see if you can take the foot off the floor. When you sweep back, see how high you can get the leg. You can dive that chest down lower than the leg. See how that feels? So you start to come into a bit more of a dive. And then just once on the left as well. When you finish, just do what you need to do. Just roll through the shoulders a bit, that feels good. Okay, and then from here, take your right leg now back to a lunge. So we're going to step back nice and long. Whoops, there we go. Losing balance there. You're going to open straight out to warrior two. So you want to make sure your legs are definitely out wide enough. So for warrior two, our main focus is always opening through the hips and the chest. So push this knee out. Physically use the hand if that helps. Not sure what this hand is doing, but we're going to go with this. And then this back thigh, think about rolling out. So you want to try open here, but this knee can start to then drop. So you just want to have a little play with this action, okay? So try and open out from the hips, pushing down through the back foot, really staying strong through the legs. So you want to squeeze through the back quad. Think about driving into that front foot as well. And then your arms come out. Also with warrior two, torso is over the hips. So try and level everything up here rather than reaching forward or leaning too far back. So from this point, your back hand, so where the straight leg is, you're going to wrap this round onto the lower back, or if you can, maybe reach the hand round to the leg, okay? Now this hand is then going to reach up onto the diagonal. So keep pressing and opening through the hips, strengthening through the legs. You're going to then reach forward as if you're going to take extended warrior two. So the rib cage shifts towards that front leg. You're still pushing down into that back foot. And then from there, we come back to Sun Warrior. This arm comes all the way overhead. We open up through the chest. Breathe in. Exhale, relax the shoulders. And then we come forward again. Extend. This time. So, think about the shoulders. This shoulder is naturally now rolling back. So we're holding strong. So now we can unhook and reach the arm up. So you should, oh, there goes my top as well. That's like the best timing. So if you're lucky, your top might undo as well. So as you unbind, oh my goodness, that's a good one. So take the shoulder back, arm reaches overhead. So we find that length from the back foot all the way to the fingertips. Okay, and then this arm you can rest onto the leg or you can bring the hand down to the ankle. So even when you unhook that arm, you're still opening here. Then from there, we come back, Sun Warrior. Good, and then back to Warrior 2. Okay, from that point, you're then just going to turn the hips, bring that foot forward, and we repeat on the other side. I love that. That's an outtake. Take the foot back. So nice high lunge first. Okay. From that point, so I'm going to be facing away from you. Just check visually. I won't talk so much here. So we're opening through the hips. We know our checkpoints. Open. Push the front knee out. Try and revolve and open the back hip. Arms come out wide. Your back hand, wrap it round, other arm comes up to the diagonal. Breathe in, as you exhale, extend. Shift the rib cage forward. Okay, keep pushing and strengthening through the legs. Then you take the arm back, Sun Warrior, keeping the arm in the bind behind your back. Okay, and then we shift back forward, extend, hold it there, keep pushing through the legs. This is going to be so good for your hips. And then we unbind. Elbow comes down, arm reaches over. Now as you take that hand from behind your back, keep the shoulder back. Try not to let it drop forward. Good, and then Sun Warrior, take it back. Find the freedom through the arms. And then back to Warrior 2. Hold. And then to come out, turn the hips to the front, step forward and lengthen. Whew. So here, move if you need to move. Might feel good to do this. Okay, so we're really kind of working through the hips today in this one. So just find as much freedom and movement through the lower back as you need to. Now from this point, we're going to come onto the floor. So I want you to make your way down to child's pose, however you want. Bring the knees down and just let the hips come back. So you can soften the head onto the floor or onto your hands, whatever you find more comfortable. Okay, just take it, maybe even a little wriggle in the hips, because you'll probably feel the hips are quite warm. They might feel a bit tense, so just try and massage into them. Just focus on taking those long breaths in and out again, like you did at the beginning. Okay, just keep a nice steady pace as you breathe in and out of the body. And then from here, reach your hands forward as far as you can. As you breathe in, lift the hips, transfer the weight into the hands, and then soften the hips down towards the floor. So relax your legs, relax the glutes, so relax the bum. And then from there you can either stay here, or if it's too much on the back, you can come down onto the forearms. We want you to maybe just find a bit of movement there. Take a look over each shoulder. Find a little twist. So this is just to open up through the front of the hips. Been a little bit closed off. The hips have been at a point of flexion for a while. So just give them a chance to breathe. And then from there, you're going to gently push back and just take a seated position. Just having the legs crossed. So I want you to just cross the legs, find a nice, easy sitting position. Staying nice and lifted from the hips, hands just resting on the knees. Hello, noisy cat. And then you're going to breathe in, take the arms up. Just make sure you're sitting comfortably. And then you're going to take your right arm over, down towards the floor, side bend. Okay, so you're opening up. So we've got a little bit of a theme really of this chance to revolve and open the chest up towards the sky. So feel that shoulder roll back. It's not about depth, this is more about the opening feeling in the chest. So inhale deeply. Exhale, keep the hips grounded. And then you're going to breathe in again. This time as you exhale, bring the hand onto the floor. And you're going to fold to the diagonal, so towards that right knee. Just soften the head down, keeping the hips grounded here. Take another breath in and then slowly open out. Windmill the arms all the way over until you then find that side bend on the other side. So over to the left. Just relax through the shoulder, keeping the hips grounded. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and just stay. Try and soften the edges. And then just bring that hand down, soften, fold to the diagonal again. Readjust the arms if you need to. And then open back into that side bend all the way up. And then here, just let the body move again. Taking lots of wriggles today. So you can just move the shoulders, maybe just open and close through the chest. Okay, and then we're going to come onto our back for a short relaxation. So if you're lying on your back, feel free to just bring the knees into the chest. So you can just draw them in a bit like we did at the beginning, just move through the lower back. Your hips have taken a bit of a wake-up call today, so you might even want to just take a shoulder bridge. Maybe push the hips up, open them there. So just use this opportunity now just to move however you want. Okay. Take your time. And then you're just going to come back and just find that comfortable place. Lying on your back if you can. If you prefer to stay seated though, you can with me. And just close the eyes. And just try to now settle the body, relax the muscles where there may be a bit of tension. You can take a little self-scan in your head all the way down and just check in at those points that might feel tense, and just try to breathe out and release that. Or you may just be quite happy just focusing in on the breath, just feeling the breath naturally flow in and out through the nose. Try to just keep your focus on one thing. Just let yourself be present in these last few moments of stillness. Just yourself, just check in with your body. How are you feeling now at this point? Is the feeling now different to what it was at the beginning? You need to just take your time now and just start to become aware of your surroundings, noticing the space that you're in, any sounds that you may hear. And if you feel comfortable to start to move again, then you can do this now. And gradually make your way back to a seated position. Just having your hands resting onto the knees again. So from here, just take one last breath, lifting the arms up above your head, bringing the palms to touch and thumbs touch down to your forehead, to your lips, and then to your heart. And namaste. Thank you. Well done. Oh, I don't know about you, but my hips feel very, very stretched. If you have any questions, of course, let me know, and I will see you all soon. Thank you. Bye.